I'm Brooke Bryant from Linden, California.
I'm feeling so intelligent. I'm looking so damn elegant. We outside trying to let us in. We in the room addressing elephants. Top floor, but you never been. Just take my hand, I'll take you for a spin. I never show you any negligence. And I don't move with no recklessness. I show you all the different elements. I show you sweet life decadence. So when you reaching on the precipice, just know we way up, limitless. Now you know I'm chilling way up. I can't come down. Tell the boss man, hey. I need it all right now. Feeling so bossy, get off me. G like a bunch of coffee. Now you know I'm chilling way up. I can't come down.
This is it. It's time.
Sliding on the sky, you can say I'm gliding. I be in the clouds, I ain't with the side. On a different level, nigga, cannot find them. I'm all about the pressure, I'm a hidden diamond. If you scared of heights, don't trip on the pilot. I've been mile high for a while, I'm flying. And you know I aced every single assignment. Get the taste of winning, and I can't stop trying. Iron to iron, steel to steel. Till we sharpen each other like a team for real. The way we break bread, then we eat up the meal. When you fresh, it's kinda hard to chill. Now you know I'm chilling way up. I can't come down. Tell the boss man, hey. I need it all right now. Feeling so bossy, get off me. G like a bunch of coffee. Now you know I'm chilling way up. I can't come down. Now you know I'm chilling way up. I can't come down. Tell the boss man, pay up. I need it all right now. Feeling so bossy, get off me. Like a bunch of coffee. Now you know I'm chilling way up. I can't come down. Now you know I'm chilling way up. I can't come down.
We're all set from the Rinks Irvine Inline. It is the women's pro final on the 80 Zilch with Jeremy Ellis. Just a human wrecking ball almost taking down our scaffolding, getting up here. House is about to come down. A lot of tempo, a lot of energy in the building. Rinkster versus Pama Golden Knights. Rinkster wearing their whites, Pama in their dark grays. And it starts off with Rinkster with possession. However, the puck turned over. And it favors Pama with Filiaro moving up. Tried to launch a pass through the defense. Broken up by Yokoyama. Resetting the play is Pama. A little give and go that slips in on the goaltender and covered up by Savoy.
Well, you got to think that the Golden Knights are the favorite in this one, but this Rinkster team has got a lot of talent, a lot of players that have been there and won Narch Pro Championships or Narch Women's Championships even before there was pro on this team. So they know what it takes to do. It's just a matter of delivering and keeping Pama off the scoreboard.
Puck controlled by Rinkster. Friedman Moved off the puck and given a little whack to try to get it back, but can't. Riggs plays it backwards for Lopez. And a reset for Pama.
I wonder if Rinkster tries to be a little bit more physical with this Pama team.
Pass across to the wing, a low shot stop is made. And a rebound pops out of Savoy. Well, do you think that's what it would take to win?
Well, I think that's how you muck the game up a little bit. I don't think they're going to win on pure talent alone, but if they can be physical and start to slow things down, get Pama frustrated. Pama's a young team with the skill that they have. So some of the Spaniards, if they get frustrated, they might take some stupid penalties and things like that. So wouldn't be bad for Rinkster to try to do something like that to muck it up just a bit. You got to watch out for 88 Monjas. She is a sniper, so they're going to have to mark her up because she had a couple goals. I think she had a hat trick actually in that semifinal game for the Golden Knights.
She wears number 88. Got to keep your eye out on her. Rinkster's breakout doesn't work.
That's Zin back there. I know you don't have it on the sheet, but X-I-N. Wearing number 22.
Puck worked up to the right wing side. Shot misses wide. Here comes Rinkster charging back the other way. Poke check got it free. Fed to the far circle and a backhander shuffled wide by DeMint. Body up on the near side. Go ahead, Jerry.
Rinkster bench was calling for a delay of game there because it looked like Victoria Wynn put her hand on the puck actually.
Puck moved towards the slot and a shot goes just wide. .12:20 remaining, first period, no score. Puck moved up with lots of speed by Stoddard. Breaks in with a shot blocked. Loose puck tracked down by Paredes on the far side. Show reverse. Arrow wearing 79. Unbelievable puck control and knowledge of the game from Mara, I've noticed here during the past few days. She gets the puck in the right wing, overskated it.
I believe she's a Team USA member.
I wouldn't be shocked. Flattens a player along the near side.
That was Sapra.
Yeah. Puck getting knocked around.
But I think, that, again, Andy, that's what you got to do. You play physical. You get them frustrated.
Puck bumped up to the near wing. Villaro for the Golden Knights has the puck stripped away by Bennett. Curls behind the net. Bennett spins a shot wide of the net. Scooped up by Lopez.
Villaro really impressed me in that semifinal game. I think she is new to this Golden Knights team. Another Spanish import.
Under 11 minutes left of the opening frame. Puck knuckling towards the Pama net. Legged out to the near side and then squirts over to the far wing. Paredes racing after it. She'll collect along the wing. Tried to step around a body with a shot, but fanned on it wide.
Some of these Spanish girls, they are smaller in size, but they are fearless as well. Moreno just went right after a player twice her size and took her down.
Grigg in the corner collects the puck and sends it all the way back. Pama resetting behind the net. Griggs there wearing number 93. Pressured on the forecheck by Stoddard, the other 93. They collide behind the net. Puck work loose to Villaro. Coughed up. Ooh, and a sharp angle shot hits right off the dome of Frankie Sanchez. Bounces to the near wing, collected by Paredes for Rinkster. Ooh, she gets checked pretty good on the inboards, and that will definitely be a penalty. Pama touches it, and Rinkster goes to the power play.
Yeah, I tell you, I believe that was Monjas that got the penalty there, and not only is she a gifted scorer, she's probably one of the fastest skaters on the floor, and she is physical as well. She is a complete package. And not only does it hurt that they're going to be shorthanded, but it's going to hurt when she's the one that's in the penalty box.
Face off to the right of Sanchez. Won by Rinkster, and Paredes snapped her stick right in half, trying to let go of a shot. It transitions Pama up the floor. Bryant pulls it up.
Wonder if the women's pro have that same stick deal that the men's do, Andy.
We saw what, two sticks break and what, one shift, right?
Yep.
Down to 1:02 left of the Rinkster power play, and they're chasing the puck down in their own zone. Stoddard finally comes away with it. Stoddard hands it off to Era. Cross to the far wing and then punch down low. All perimeter work right now for Rinkster. Near side Era. Goes down low. Stoddard jam shot along the near wing and a save made. Frankie Sanchez taking a little exception.
You got number 6, Laura Vearanta out there. She's kind of an elder states woman here in the women's pro division. Kyla Kraft, who typically plays for the Golden Knights. Her and Laura kind of ran this women's division for quite some time. Kyla actually not here, but she would be lacing them up for Pama if she was. But Laura's been around the block for a while, and she's still able to bring it out there with the best of them.
Vearanta, highlighted player last game, helping elevate Rinkster to the finals. Chatted with her after the game, and we'll have all that coverage on Narch Players' social media. Era from the right wing goes cross down low, and a one-timer zooms wide. Era collects it again off the near wall. Goes to the far point. A drive by Paredes, whistles wide. Collected by Paredes again. Has sprint around, shot misses. Vearanta over to the slot, sends a shot on. Sanchez, the shoulder save with 2 seconds remaining of the Rinkster power play.
It's a pretty nice luxury for the Golden Knights to have Sanchez back there between the pipes when you have a team as strong as that in front of you and then a backstop as good as Frankie Sanchez. Typically a winning combination.
Face-off win by the Golden Knights. Puck charged up along the near wing. Zinn carries it all the way down low and then gets tumbled down. Pama bench was looking for a call, but nothing develops, and we keep going 4-on-4. Under 8 to go in the first period. These for Pama.
One of those games, Andy, where the first goal could be very advantageous to really set the tone on how the rest of this game will go.
I'm going to throw a bold statement and say that we're not going to see the game's first goal till the second.
Wow. Touché.
I hope I'm wrong. I'd like to see some nice open-up game, but I feel like there's going to be a little bit of a chess match here. Watch him score right now. Bryant throws it back, and a shot just wide of the net by Dees. Off the end boards, and Rinkster comes away with it. While Savoy was scrambling. Snow Angeling trying to keep the puck out of the net. Bennett charges up with a shot that's moved aside and out of play to give us a stop with 6:56 left.
When you look at the defense line for the Golden Knights, Grigg and then Vicky Wynn, they do such an excellent job of getting in front of shots like that to just send them up into the netting. Makes Sanchez's job a lot easier. They just do such a great job of just getting between those pucks and their goaltender to send them up and out of play.
Off the face-off, it's Grigg in the corner. Tried to put it up the wall, intercepted. Paredes moves it to the far wing. Tries a shot that's blocked. Finds a body drawer, sent it off the crossbar. And over to the far wing it goes for Stoddard to collect. She coughs it up. An attempted forced pass by Villaro. Finds the stick of Monjas, who curls behind the net. He leaves it for Villaro. Lots of speed up the floor. Goes straight up the gut. Sends a shot on. Turned away to the near boards. Puck jammed to the slot. Toe drag and a shot is stopped. That was Lopez with the chance. Savoy, big save. And rebound slapped away by Paredes. Rinkster finally catches a breath of air.
That was an excellent toe drag there. Monjas really trying to draw one out there.
And Paredes just tossed her aside. Meanwhile, the puck brought up. Stoddard shoots, scores! Stoddard gives Rinkster a 1-0 lead with 5:39 left of the first period.
It's almost as if Stoddard appealed to the crowd. Do you like that?
Well, Tia Stoddard during the round robin scooped up 3 goals and an assist. During the postseason, that's her first point. Rising when it matters most.
Yeah, she is a goal scorer as well. One of those speedy, quick, smaller in size players, but a lot of skill.
Puck slap behind the net for Rinkster to collect. Era is there. More tumbling going on and more physical play. Era sends it off to the left wing side. Up brought into the zone by Hirato and jammed away, and it's Era again who's engaged in a puck battle. She gets flattened. Puck falls under her. She's trying to get back up, and man, this is feisty as all can be.
There is no love lost between these two teams, I'll tell you that much.
We get a moment to breathe, and it's Sapra with it.
It's been a spicy Saturday in all the divisions.
It's a great way to phrase it. Got a fight over in the men's platinum over on
yeah,
the
that
other
was
end.
quite the Donnybrook there. One guy was on the ground. I don't know if he was picking up jewelry or his teeth because he got fed about 15 punches.
Well, Angel had to get out there on the floor, throw some bodies around. Puck weaved in, and a drive by Gates gets turned aside by Sanchez. Now parlay Pama up. Oh boy, and a good shot rang off the post. Came off the stick of Bryant. Now to play with 4:01 remaining.
I'm watching Brooke Bryant right now, and she's starting to get into that I don't give a damn attitude. She is getting pissed off. She had a little shove there for Era after that shot. And I think that's when she's at her best, when she plays with that edge like that.
Face off won by Rinkster. Stoddard, the game's only goal scored, to the left corner. Sharp angle chance. Zoomed it wide. Dees plays it behind that, out of the reach of Wynn. She'll track it down. Feed it back to Dees. Dees tried to lean into Stoddard as she was anticipating a body and fell on top of the puck. I'll freeze our action. 3:33 left first period. 1-0 Rinkster. Gentle breeze rolling through the rinks here. Irvine inline.
Who were those two teams scrapping over there in that men's platinum game?
Couldn't tell you.
It was right before the skills competition, but those two teams did not like each other.
Pama controlling behind their own net. Long stretch feed up to Lopez. Got away from her. And it's Era controlling for Rinkster. She'll get the motor running up the floor, take the left wing, and then just missed stick handled and turned it over. And here comes Pama. Monjas played it in front, and a backhander gets turned away by Savoy. Monhaus again on the puck. From the high slot, shoots, and a glove save made by Savoy, who hangs on.
Attention folks, this is your last call for merchandise for the day. Merchandise bid will be closing in about 5
Well, Pama during the round robin beat Black Ice 2-0, beat Rinkster 5-3-1. That was on Thursday. Friday they won 4-2 against the Labeda Skates and 9-1 against the Terrapins. 5-0 win against Taichu sent them here tonight.
Well, oddly enough, the live line total is dropping tremendously. And it stands at 3.5 right now.
For those of you bettors paying attention. As innocent bystanders, even though we're a part of Narch, can we get in on that action?
We could be under a pseudonym.
Puck battle in the corner of the Rinkster zone with 1:50 remaining. Some clean, hard play. We'll see Pama take possession of the puck. Zen shifts it off to Bryant. Bryant behind the net, hassled. Williams gave her a good go. Gates also in that scrum. Puck jarred free. Yokoyama sends it back. Bennett pulls behind the net.
And what more to expect out of a Shane Arsenault coach team than physical play?
Yeah. Well, here comes Rinkster. Lots of speed for Gates. Brought it up and a chance no good.
Look how Wynn just gets in front of those shots. Just does
Yeah.
an excellent job getting herself positioned to get those blocked shots.
Puck carried up with lots of speed. Morante moves it towards the net. And a poke from Villaro just doesn't work. And Rinkster with 37 seconds takes possession of the puck. Paredes up the floor. Dealing with some stick checks. Leaves it. Bennett to the net. Chance no good. And it's swallowed up by Sanchez.
One of the few shots that got through Wynn to Sanchez. Wynn, kind of the female version of Cody Kettler. I used to think Cody Kettler would tape newspapers and phone books to his shin pads because they look so big. He'd block so many shots.
Well, Pama with 20 seconds left. A quick drive from the wing. Came off the stick of Monhaus. Blocked away over to the far side for Lopez to scoop up. Working against Paredes. 7 seconds left. Pass to the slot. Misses everyone. And that will wind down our first period. So a 1-0 lead for Rinkster.
Well, I tell you what, Andy, this is an exciting one. If high scoring is your thing, this is not the game for you. But if physical, hard-fought hockey with some action up and down, then this is the game right there for you, because we've had that in this one, and we've had a lot of body contact between these two teams.
Only one goal. Rinkster's Tia Stoddard picking up the goal unassisted. An even strength goal. Monhaus was penalized. Cross-checking minor. Happened at the 9:43 marker. Rinkster not able to capitalize on that goal, but that's where we stand right now.
Well, they're going to need some offense from the Golden Knights, and they've got plenty of it at their arsenal. They're going to need people like, Moreno. They're going to need Monhaus, people like that to really get up there and get it going. It'd be nice if, Brooke Bryant gets things going. They can send so many different lines. And, the one thing that Shane Arsenault and Rinkster does have the advantage of is they're the home team, so they can match up lines. They get the matchups that they want. And it seems like Era has been out there anytime Monhaus has been on the floor. So keep an eye on that kind of chess game within the game, if you will.
Yep. No, there's so many underrated parts of the game that maybe the casual fan doesn't recognize. And I think one thing to look out for here in the second is retaliation penalty.
Yeah.
Something egregious is going to get somebody's attention.
Yeah, You're exactly right, because all it takes is a ill-timed penalty like that with these two teams and the skill that they have and the lethalness of their power plays. That could be the difference. Well, you were half right. Only one goal in that first period of action. You were really close.
So second period unfolding. Stick around. We'll have the men's pro final coming up right after this one. We'll have the award ceremony as well for the women's final. And like I mentioned a few moments ago, we'll have extra content for you on Narch Players social media. We'll get some interviews done after the game. Pama with all the time in the world, looking to get something generated here.
Maybe if there's a late timeout or something.
He's in the corner. Leaves it behind the net. Wen starting up the floor, has her pocket picked. Where Harato shoots, scores! 2-0 Rinkster. 1 minute, 2 seconds into the second period.
Well, I did a little spot shadow on Laura Veiranta, and she delivered for me, making me look like the hockey genius that everyone knows that I am with that big goal there. 2-0 Rinkster. And I tell you what, Veiranta is really the life and pulse of this Rinkster team, and that's a big goal by her.
Harato was their leading point producer. Now here comes another chance, that time by Paredes. A save made by Sanchez. Pama working it up the floor. Gallardo drops it back. Sanchez gives it a sweep. It's bumped up to Lopez. Lopez tried to go inside out on Paredes. Couldn't do so. Tell you what, Paredes is a very impressive player to me. I feel like she doesn't get the notoriety with the players on the rink, but I've liked her game probably the most.
Well, she's a leading scorer coming into this game for Rinkster, so you definitely got to keep an eye on her. 4 goals and 5 assists, so 9 points, 2.3 per game for her. So definitely another weapon in that white uniform for Rinkster.
Puck brought in by Lopez, sends a shot high over the net. Monjas far boards. Swings around to the right wing side. Keeps on going. Tried to cut to the net. She got cut off. There'll be a penalty on Rinkster. There's Era. That'll get penalized unless Pama scores. Monjas with the puck reverses, and they cross over the red line to give us a whistle.
Not sure if she understood that rule, but I tell you what, Era took the worst of that collision, but that was borderline dirty. Almost a knee-to-knee there on Monjas. Monjas was able to shake it off and keep going. Era actually went down, but that was one of those dangerous situations where you don't want to see anything in any one of these players get injured at all.
Pama to their first power play. Face-off win. Monjas possesses, quarterback in the unit. Played over to Bryant. Working the left point. Trying to find an open seam here to get it across. Now Monjas steps in. Goes to the back door. Lopez shoots. Misses wide. It's back out top to Monjas. Perimeter work. Bryant. Left point shoots, hits off the post. It doesn't go in, and it's covered, falling backwards by Savoy.
Wow, lucky break there for Rinkster. How many times have we seen those goals go off the post, off the backside of the tender, and into the net? This one, it just died right there, and Savoy able to fall back on it before it crossed the line.
That's a lucky break. Sometimes what you need. 54 seconds left to the Pama power play. Lopez to Bryant. Playing catch with it. Bryant winds, fires a cannon, and a save made by Savoy. Rebound bounces to the high slot. Hacked away by Paredes to the far boards. Right in front of the penalty boxes, but Pama able to rescue it. Brought back in. Bryant shoots, and another save made, and the puck covered by Savoy. Got a little help from her defense. And some shoving in front of the net.
Definitely feisty. So just to recap why that whistle was blown on that. Once you get the goaltender to the bench and the puck is in the offensive zone, you can't cross back over and rag time in the defensive zone. That's what that rule was designed for. I had some people on the live chat asking about it. It only is applicable once the goalie is out of the net and in the bench on the delayed penalty.
Oh, Paredes, breakaway, shorthanded, shoots, but a save is made by Sanchez. And boy, that might be a save of the game.
That's a big one. If they go down 3-0 on a shorthanded goal, I'd like to see Paredes make a little bit of a move. I think she was going 5-hole, and that just got shut down.
Monjas goes down low, and a quick snapshot. Save is made, and almost as time expires, it's covered by Savoy.
Yeah, I was pointing back that way because all 4 of the Golden Knights players were down low, and if they could have had a quick save and then a chip out, they could have had a breakaway coming out of the box there.
We talked about the Pama path here. Let's talk about the Rinkster path. During round robin, they won 4-3 and 6-0, first against Haichu, then NCI Phoenix. On Friday, they won 8-0 against the Terrapins and 7-1 against the Blader Skates. So this team has been untouched. Leading up to today, they won 3-1 against Black Ice. There's a quick drive that's kicked aside by Savoy. Down to 10:42 left.
And Nino getting worked over first by the goaltender and then by Yokoyama.
Bennett drops it. Gates over skates it. A little bit behind Gates anyways on that drop pass. Morante from the wing. Sets up a chance for her teammate, and a shot stopped by the blocker.
That's Pogo. I don't recall seeing her much out here in this game. I'm not even sure if we've seen Chloe Sapra hit the floor except for that little scrum in front of the Rinkster bench early in the game. So a real short bench here for this Golden Knights team right now.
I'd have to say that was Pogu's first shift, maybe.
Sapra's actually out there now, number 10.
Hirato had the puck stripped off her stick, under 10 to go, period 2. 2-0 our score. Puck worked up by Dees, poked off her stick. Collected by Sapra to Dees, shoots, blocked in front by Era. Loose change in the near boards, Pareda chugs up. Paredes then feeds Stoddard, who curls back. Great idea there.
Yeah, Tia smart play. Team was making changes as well, so didn't want to get compromised with people out of position.
Laura V. Hirato picking up the most recent goal. Tia Stoddard scored back in period 1. That's been it we've had so far. 2-0 lead, Rinkster. Pama charging back up the floor. Zen cross rink pass. And then a reset for Pama. It's Wen curling back in her own zone. Plays it up to Zen. Tried to sidestep Williams. Got away with it though, as Bryant will start up and then peel back and cross it over to the far side. Pama looking to get some offense jolted here, and a low shot by Dees, kicked aside by Savoy to the near wing. And the puck goes all the way back to the Pama zone.
I'm really hoping Zinn will get a goal that goes up high so I can say, hey, Zinn there with an upper decky.
Pama moving northbound. Puck gets dropped for Grigg. Tosses it over to the far wing, and a shot. Boy, Savoy is locked in. Even though that was a sharp angle, she's just feeling everything right now.
Tell you who else is feeling it, this crowd inside the rinks in Irvine.
Yeah, this is a good atmosphere right now.
It's only going to get better with the men's pro final.
Here's Lopez, takes the left wing, she's got it, shoots, and a save by Savoy. And the rebound jarred to the near wing. Stoddard scoops it up. Tried to rip it over the far wing. I tell you what, Golden Knights certainly had the momentum. Nice move. And a chance by Grigg doesn't work. Another one on the near wing by Monjas gets blocked. And I thought maybe there was a hand pass.
I think it's going to be called a delay of game. I think the referee is saying that she put her hand on top of the puck momentarily.
Okay. I thought those were blown immediately.
No, you can have a chance to play it. She put her hand, and instead of batting it, she took it and scooped it. So as soon as she covered that puck.
And there you go again. There's that rule that we were just discussing.
Oh, actually, they're going to call a rough. Well, no, she's calling the hand. Hey, he is calling the hand. He didn't signal delay of game. He just signaled the cover up by the hand. But that is a delay of game penalty when you do that, because you're not allowing, if you take it, pick it up, or if you cover it and slide it, you got to bat the puck.
Yokoyama's going off.
That hurts, too.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Under 7 to go. Golden Knights have all the momentum in the world right now. Rinkster's outlet passes were just thrown.
Yeah, Tia Stoddard threw one away after making a great play clearing the puck to the wall instead of up the middle.
Bryant, left point. Well, there's that window. Monhas gets it, shoots, blocker save made by Savoy. Again, Monhas, right point, back across to the far wing for Lopez. Fanned on the shot, loose puck battled by Bennett, down the floor.
I love watching Lopez and Monhas. Lopez was just sitting there in her office waiting for a 1-T. That wasn't the best pass to her, but she still tried to swipe it out of the air.
Here's Bryant to Monhas, right point.
So watch what they're doing here, Andy. They're setting Monhas a little bit higher instead of being parallel up top and trying to create some space for her to get some speed to attack the net. Here it comes again. Watch.
She'll just load up here. Well, that time they can't get it, but Bryant shoots and a save made.
So what they're trying to do is pull that defender out so they can kind of backdoor her. And if she doesn't come out, then they're going to lose her for a second. Then she could slide to that back door as well. Kind of a unique situation. I've seen it in ice a couple times where teams have done that. This is actually the first time I've seen it on the roller scene.
Puck controlled by Rinkster. This is Era. 19 more seconds, whistle blows as of the stalled puck, and that Era upended on the floor.
Era's shaken up a bit. Brooke Bryant went down and had some choice words for Allison as she was down there. How many of these Rinkster people, members of the team, you think lined up for that Brooke Bryant autograph signing the other day?
Boy, that was quite a treat, too, to see that, by the way.
I'm sure Brooke signed something real special for Allison Era.
You got some insight. Can you drop it? You know something I don't.
No, I just know those two don't, aren't sending Christmas cookies come the holidays.
Looks like we're good to go here.
Quick little breather for Rinkster there, too.
Yeah, 18 seconds left of their kill. Pama controls off the draw. Monhas goes down low. Keys back to Monhas, across to Bryant, down low. Lopez fanned on the shot. Bryant gets it again, 4 seconds left of the power play. And a drive on, stop made by Savoy. And the puck cleared away.
That's a huge kill for Rinkster right there, huge.
Yokoyama almost exited the box with 3 seconds left. I don't know if you saw that or not.
Yeah, it was close. It was close. If the officials see that, they can actually call a penalty and send her right back in there.
He actually, the ref actually put his arm right across the door that opened up and kept her in there to prevent that. Under 5 to go, period 2. Rinkster breaking up the Pama offense. Played up to Paredes. Paredes cuts through the defense, shoots, a save is made. Almost had a highlight reel goal, but the last line of defense of Frankie Sanchez denies.
Now that's a great save there by Sanchez to keep her team in it. Majority of the action has been down in the Rinkster zone, but Sanchez still needs to do her job on the back line to give her team a chance.
Well, if you're Rinkster, how do you hold on to this here?
Well, I think you keep doing what you're doing. You kind of clog up things, muck it up just a little bit, put some pressure on whenever possible. Is that Kayla DeMint out there? That's the first time we've seen her on the floor.
Yeah. DeMint, the fresh legs running around here.
Little known fact, Andy, Kayla was the first female player to play in a men's pro Narch game.
Oh. And here she is, DeMint with the puck. Goes across to the near side. Harato can't get anything generated. 4:01 left. So when was that?
Oh, I believe that was in Huntington Beach, probably about 10 or 11 years ago now. It was during the time we had split Narch East and West finals. We had Huntington Beach in Florida for a couple years.
Oh, down in Estero, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Germain Arena, now Hertz Arena. Men's Pro Final coming up next year in 351.
Pama Golden Knights charge up. They'll be represented in the men's division. Just a drive wide of the net. Came off the stick of D's, and Friedman keeping it alive. Ooh, a pass for Stoddard. Actually moved up and worked well for Yokoyama. Drives it backwards.
Player got hammered there behind the play.
Uh-oh. Rinkster, a little miscommunication on the goal line. Got away with it, though. Friedman tried to carry it up. She stripped to the puck. And Bryant leaves it for Dees.
Not the best set of decisions there by Friedman, as 2 times she almost turned it over right deep in her own zone. Bryant with some words for the bench.
Yeah. Made a pass and then turned right around and looked at the Rinkster players, and an interference call will be whistled.
Yeah, Valaro was kind of cruising through, and Yokoyama really crafty, kind of knew which way to kind of take her angle so that she could kind of draw that interference penalty, and that's a crucial penalty at this stage in the hockey game.
Yep.
I was going to even say before that, if you're Coach Dave Hammond and Pablo over there, you got to start thinking about getting that goaltender pulled trailing by 2 this late in the game. But now they're going to have to kill off a power play for the next 1:30.
And or sell out on one of those rushes.
Yep, exactly. So keep an eye on Monjas because she's got the speed to go end to end.
And wisely, Era's going to slowly work it back to the red line. Hand it off to Verhato, and a shot wide. Now it's Paredes. Goes to Stoddard, near side Era. Era shoots, blocked right to Stoddard, who sends a backhander wide. And it's fished back to Era, but not too much on it. So it's picked up by Monjas. Well, she needs some help here. She's going 1-on-2, and a shot gets blocked wide by Era.
And Monjas trying to use her speed, tried to reverse back to get a little bit of space.
Here comes Rinkster. There's a huge spider on my chair.
Yeah, I think those are the ones you just killed. Just give it a smush.
Not where it was sitting. 1:45 left of the game. 25 of the power play for Rinkster.
We're going to have about 1:20 after this power play is over to tie this hockey game.
Rinkster stretching the floor.
Yeah, I mean, they've got to do that here because they've got to get the onus right now is on the Golden Knights. Oh, that one just caught a piece of the glass to pressure them.
I don't know if I like that, just surrendering possession like that.
You got to get the goaltender pulled here. I'm not sure what Golden Knights are waiting for. You're down 2 goals with 1 minute left.
Yeah, Lopez plays it backwards. Now it's Bryant. Bigger pardon, Wynn. Charging up, plays it to the left wing. Valaro sandwiched up against the boards, finds Era. Played it to Stoddard. She had her pocket picked. Wynn charging in. Toe drags, can't get it through. Era knocked away to the near boards with 39 seconds left. Oh, there'll be a penalty there. His bodies come slamming in. And then Era going toe-to-toe.
Do they allow fighting in the PWHL?
Hey, let him drop. Let's do it here in Narch Finals. .7 remaining. We got timeout here for Pama.
Well, this is interesting. I only see Vicky Wynn in the box. Now, Wynn did come in and smoke one of the Rinkster players on the boards there.
That's pretty good. .7 remaining. If you're Rinkster, you just win the face-off, curl back, and you call it.
I mean, they are in the driver's seat here. I mean, people that were wise enough to take that under, they're going to cash, so it's going to be a good night for them. That 3.5 is a sure thing at this point. I wouldn't be surprised if Rinkster just wins that face-off and takes it all the way back and tries to melt as many seconds as possible.
Yeah. I mean, heck, you could even go all the way back behind your net, throw it the length of the ice. And
exactly.
There's no way Pama could score 2 goals in 15 seconds. And here we're going to see it happen.
Monhaus is going to have to pull a rabbit out of her hat here. He's really the only one that's capable of kind of going end-to-end in this situation.
And here's Arrow with 23. Plays it up the wall. Go across, and Stoddard slowly up the right wing side. Backdoor, Stoddard finishes it off. Scores the goal to give Rinkster the 3-0 lead. And the final nail in the coffin.
Andy, I think you call that the cherry on the sundae right there. Tia Stoddard bookending goals, the first and now the third. And what a pass to get it back to Tia on the back door. And Rinkster is going to be a little bit heavier in the wallets here in about 11.9 seconds.
Face-off win. We'll count it down. 6 seconds left for Rinkster to claim victory against Pama, shutting him out 3-0. Rinkster goes unscathed here at Narch Finals, and the celebration ensues.
Congratulations to the 2025 Women's Pro Champion.
And the mob around probably the star of the game that we haven't really talked about a whole lot. Savoy played a heck of a game and was challenged heavily.
Yeah, she definitely had to really be steadfast there on the back line. Anytime you shut out a Golden Knights women's pro team, I'm not even sure if I've ever seen that happen, to be quite honest with you. I mean, that is somewhat unprecedented for her to get the shutout against this team. That was a great effort by her and a great effort by her teammates winning this Narch Pro Championship. I tell you what, has the precedent been set? Golden Knights were the defending champs. They're not going to retain their title. What's going to happen on the men's side between CarShield and Golden Knights?
So just for those of you keeping track at home, the shots on goal department, Pama Golden Knights 17, Rinkster 9. Pama had 9 shots in that last period.
Yeah, that is crazy for them to really just kind of dominate the action like that.
Well, we'll stop talking. We'll let the awards ceremony speak the rest of the way. We'll have our men's pro final coming up in just a few moments. Tia Stoddard picking up 2 goals en route to the victory for Rinkster over Pama. Stick with us. We'll talk soon. Enjoy the awards ceremony.
Number 25, Alyssa Diaz. Number 93, Lindsey Grigg. Number 6, Lyle Zinn. Number 64, Lily Podu. Number 18, Mercedes Verlaro. Number 8, Montana Morente. Number 27, Nicole Giannino. Number 88, Olivia Manas. Number 24, Victoria Wynn. And goaltenders, number 23, Kat Reyes. And number 39, Frankie Sanchez. Coaches of the Golden Knights, Dave Hammond, Rob Chernovot, and Pablo Navarro. Let's hear it again for the silver medalists, the Pama Labeda Golden Knights. And now for the gold medalist, Rinkster.
He is. I don't know if he's doing it through here or Andy. Are you doing it through here?
Number 6,
Are you doing the interview on the screen or what? Not through the screen. Hey, where's that?
Number 93, Tia Stoddard. Number 96, Kayla DeMint. Number 9, Bailey Bennett.
Hey, Kyle. We didn't see like a block charger at the...
Number 8, Tanner Gates.
I lost mine. I took it out of my backpack and I put it
Number 41, Anna Sierra Perez. Number 79, Allison Era.
I'll be okay. I'll wait for that. Yeah.
Number 10, Jennifer Friedman. Number 11, Daniela Gore. Number 4, Ariane Yokoyama. Number 14, Mackenzie Williams. The goaltenders, number 19, Jolie Savoy. And number 27, Taylor Wynn. Coach of the Rinkster is Shane Arsenault. Let's hear it again for the gold medalist, the Rinkster. It is now time to hand out the individual awards. We will start with high score, which is based on a point per game average on every game played here at the 2025 Narch Finals, with 7 goals and 5 assists for 12 points from the Pama Labeda Golden Knights, Olivia Bonham. The top goaltender award is based on overall save percentage for the entire tournament, allowing just 2 goals with a 9-5-7 save percentage. From Rinkster, Jolie Savoy. Congratulations to Olivia and Jolie, the individual award winners. All right, Rinkster. I'd now like to invite you to the center of the floor to collect your Narch Cup. as the 2025 Women's Pro Division Champions. Congratulations. Coming up next is the Narch Pro Division Championship game between CarShield and the Pama Labeda Golden Knights. Also, don't forget, folks, just around the corner, the last big event of the roller season. That is the Pacific Cup Championships being held in the world famous Kit Carson Park in Escondido. That tournament will be played August 22nd through the 24th, and you can get your team registered now at thepacifichup.com. Also on the rink now and back for the 7th year in a row is Action Shots Sports Photography. They're capturing every game and skill competition here at the 2025 Narch Finals. Check out all their work at their booth between the Casey and the Boyd here.
Testing, all right. You can cut out that other shit.
Hey, yo, aim. Yeah. Run it up, Blondo.
Hey, bitch, I'm from Texas, where we still riding swangers and put diamonds in our necklace. Pour drink inside my lemonade till it look like a Pepsi. See, I come from the D where we got checks and we be flexing. If you ain't from my state, then you should know don't fuck with Texas. Hey, we always say we keep our witness. My mama from the A, she slowed it down for me at 7. Used to think Pimp C was a guy before he went to heaven. I knew what pushing P was before Gunna even said it. Hey, C0 taught me keep my weapon and never trust a nigga or a bitch cause it's expected. No killers from the country, they ride horses and throw silver. Got niggas in the east ride ATVs with Mac 11s. First off, you better remember what that sign say before you come down here to this bitch. Don't mess with Texas. Cause you know everybody around here got guns. Hey, see, I'm from Texas. We got Beyonce trying to shoot them. We can't forget them. Big shout out to them boys and I can't forget about them Texans. I've been feeling like Luca, how I bought that shit a blessing. Number 1 rule in Texas, keep it solid, ain't no telling. Hey, and always keep your fucking weapon. A nigga try me or the guys, we got no choice but stretch him. If he survive these shots at first, bet he die on that stretcher. These diamonds, I got water, might just go Johnny, my next one. Hey, this Texas tea is what I drink. Sauce Walker had us dripping, sauce having hoes in on drink. Young Nasa had us jigging, dipping, ain't know how to think. Now I got all these niggas stepping, swiping, catching plays. Hey.
Shining in the building, wave high, y'all know what the deal is. When it's game time, I'ma break the ceiling till they know the name, till they know the name, till they know the name. Name high, shining in the building, wave high, y'all know what the deal is. When it's game time, I'ma break the ceiling till they know the name, till they know the name, till they know the name. On a roll, on a roll, on a roll, ayy. Welcome to the show, we got it sold, ain't no faking for it. What's your goal? Is your name on the road? Is it fame? Is it gold? If it isn't, you ain't ready for it. Can't get no more free, Randy, I'm the boss. Is it an L if you out here learning from a loss? Well, I guess I'm cool, Jay, calling all the shots. Got the ball up in my hand, I feel like a moss. Got my name high, shining in the building. Wave high, y'all know what the deal is. When it's game time, I'ma bring the city till they know the name, till they know the name, till they know the name. Name high, shining in the building. Wave high, y'all know what the deal is. When it's game time, I'ma bring the city till they know the name, till they know the name, till they know the name. They gon' know the name, they gon' know the name. They gon' know the name, they gon' know the name. They gon' know my name.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the moment you have all been waiting for. It's the 2025 Narch Men's Pro Championship game between the number 1 seeded Pama Labeda Golden Knights, the number 2 seeded CarShield. A rematch of last year's classic that took place right here at the Rinks of Irvine. Jeremy Ellis, joined by Andy Zilch, saying welcome in and thank you for tuning in to this Narch Pro Championship game. Some people say, hey, We don't want to see these same two teams, Andy, but I am all for it, and I am excited for this matchup.
I mean, this is going to be a physical game as I say that. Okada takes some authority right off the hop, gets a good scoring chance, and boy, it's how do you set the tone? You do it right there.
Yeah, well, that's Okada just going right in on Itan Chavira. Again, we saw the physicality in the women's game. I am sure it is going to be a plenty here in this men's game. And, Andy, who are your players to watch here on both sides?
That's I'm going to go Itan because he just always seems to be that clutch guy for Pama. And I'm going to go back to last year. I'm going to go Matt Berry for CarShield. He got it done in OT on a rush, got a feed from Adam Ernie. I'll never forget it. Ernie was on that left side of the boards. Berry came rushing in. Berry's just got such good speed. Those are my guys.
All right. I know the YouTube channel, Spirited Conversation, everyone talking about who's going to get this first goal. There's a shot by your guy, Berry. Over-under for this game has been set at 6.5. As Redmond, the goaltender for CarShield. Clay Taylor, the netminder for the Pama Labeda Golden Knights.
Who do you got for players to watch?
Well, I tell you what, I am going to watch a Brandon Hawkins because I don't think he's one of the best pure goal scorers in here. And I really like Travis Noe. I mean, I'm taking some heavy chalk, but I think those two guys, Travis Noe gets that game-winning goal with the waning, under a couple minutes to play in that last game. Mm-hmm. I think those two are going to step their game up here for this contest.
Each of these two teams surrendered the first goal in the semis.
Yes, they did. There's Noe with a quick chance there on Redmond. I'll tell you, kind of a sneaky one there is Alex Kyle. Noe goes down. He was trying to sell it a little bit, and he was a little bit upset with the officials. Not sure if he took a high stick there, but there's a guy that's going to set the table all day long. That's Nathan Sigmund. Now a chance. Robinson sends it over to Conant. Conant slaps it up around the boards as he takes a shot from O'Shaughnessy. They bang on it there. Player goes down, and now we're going to have our first penalty on the game, and it's going to go against Sigmund as Robinson caught a piece of Sigmund's stick there, and CarShield is going to go on the penalty kill, and the Golden Knights will have our first power play of the hockey game just a minute and 53 seconds in.
Well, we got our official crew of Schaefer. He worked in the conference finals in the ECHL the past 2 seasons. Rosenberg worked the conference finals in the USHL the last 2 years. And Haskell's worked the Kelly Cup finals for the last 2 years. So we got some really good officials during this game.
Here's Noe steps in, shot blocked there. Cadiz with it. Cadiz chips it over to the far side, and Chavira took a swipe at it. Not only do you have those 3 officials, but you have numerous other officials on both benches that will call for penalties during the course of the game as well.
Either that, they got a question for the teacher, one of the two.
Here's Noe, back to Cadiz. Cadiz likes to set the table there for Travis Noe up high. Cadiz thought about it, steps into a shot there off the stick of Kyle. And Alex Kyle had that one turned aside by Redmond. Well, this power play, the opportunity to give some big momentum to either one of these teams as Mooney steps onto the floor for Noe. Noe's going to come over and check out a skate here. Looks like he needs some help, and usually they're able to take care of that pretty quick. They've got Dickie Lane down there. He's usually kind of the man on the scene. Dickie seems a little flummoxed right now. You see Rob Cherneman on the phone trying to get some help. There's a chance in front for Kyle, trying to jam it home on Redmond, who gets the paddle down and makes a nice save there. 27 seconds left here in the man advantage for the Golden Knights. It's unfortunate that they lose Noe due to some equipment. Looks like Dickie Lane's going to try to climb over the glass to make it happen. Mooney makes a save. Over to the far side, Chavira shot Redmond. Those two former teammates know a little bit about each other. Mooney tracks down the rebound, now spins away in the corner. Kavaya watches him. On the wall now to Kyle. Kyle steps over. Cadiz back to Kyle. Kyle risks one that just goes wide of the net, hits the glass. All right. CarShield back to full strength as Sigmund is out on the floor. Door remains open over there on the penalty bench area. Now it's shut by a spectator. Thank you very much. And back the other way, here comes Mooney. Mooney up ahead of the play. Off to Kyle. Kyle tries to circle the cage, sends it right out in front. He scores! And if you had AK-47 as your first goal scorer, cash your tickets. He puts the Golden Knights on top 1-0 with 11:18 left to go in period one.
He just beat Redmond on that step going across. It was a hard, sharp wraparound attempt. Proved to be fruitful and get Pama on the board early. Right after their power play, too.
He didn't get it in cleanly. I think he batted it in off of the goaltender Redmond. And CarShield, long pass up ahead. They almost found Sigmund as DiMartino threaded the needle on that one. And the Golden Knights get that first goal of the hockey game, and they lead it 1-0 on that goal by Alex Kyle. So both teams back to full strength. CarShield not in unfamiliar territory. They've trailed a couple times, not only in this tournament, but also in this playoff. They were actually losing in the semifinal game. Hawkins out onto the floor now. He's out there with Sigmund and both DiMartinos, PJ and Joey D.
Looking across the benches, a lot of conversation going on player to player here on the Pama bench. Look across on the CarShield bench, just a few words, and then that's it, and it's back to business.
Hawkins with an errant pass. He was trying to find Sigmund. Now Hawkins tries to go at Savage. Savage spins away from him. Now Savage up ahead. Couldn't find the mark with Gonzalez. Gonzalez fended off there by Sigmund. Here comes DiMartino. Long pass up ahead to Joey. Joey thought about leaving it off. Now looks to the far side. Taylor, nice save. Hawkins can't track down the rebound. Seamer up ahead of the pack. Hodge back there. There's a shot that goes off the side of the net. A lot of action here in the early going. Joey DiMartino spins away. Seamer all over him as they come together there. Now Barry chips it over in the corner to Okada. Okada blew a tire as he goes down. Now it's slapped to the far wall. Joey D has it for CarShield. Long pass over to Okada. Doesn't like the scene. Leaves it off for Hodge. Hodge takes a shot. That one just misses on the short side off the rear wall.
On that little scrum over there in the far corner, John got an extra lick in on Joey D as they were separating. Refs didn't see it. Game within a game.
That is right. John, never one to turn away from taking his liberties. And Hodge just slapped that away, and he knows that that was a mistake. So Robinson will camp behind his own net momentarily. He's watched there by Okada on top of the crease. Now he'll start back up. Leaves it off for No, who's back out on the floor. Looks like he got whatever equipment issue he had taken care of. Here comes number 9. Travis takes a step, ends right back up onto the stick of Mooney, whose shot just goes wide. No keeps it in. Now his pass intercepted by Barry. Barry flanked by Okada and Kavaya. Barry gets some space. Cadiz with that shot block into the corner. No slaps it back over to Junior behind the net. Good job defensively by Junior.
I think if Mooney would have put that puck on net, that would have went in. Redmond was still trying to find his footing.
Yeah, not only that, if it would have got past No, then Okada would have been on a breakaway on that long rebound. A couple of what-ifs there, Andy. So we've almost played half of this first period. It's 1-0 Golden Knights. We talk about goalies in this game. Troy Redmond had two of the most incredible saves I've ever seen in this game last year. One of them being on Itan Javira.
Yeah, he was dazzling last year. He played a really good semifinal game too here earlier today.
Well, he got a stinker out of his system early.
Yep.
Here comes Savage. Savage has got Javira on the backside, and Redmond again with the save as the net becomes dislodged. And Javira is just shaking his head as again Redmond had his number on the back door to keep it a 1-0 game.
Redmond's side to side is unmatched, and the fact his peripheral vision has got to be second to none too, because I guarantee he saw Eton coming out of the corner of his eye and was prepared for anything to come from him.
He anticipates those plays so well. Here's Conant trying to get it inside to Mooney. Sigmund had it, lost it, tries to get it back from Conant. Slapped over into the corner. Mooney trying to get free of Kavaya, who chicken winged PJ there. Now Kavaya comes in and eliminates him from the puck. One thing, Andy, about this game is that these two teams know each other so well. Also, they play so many times, a lot of guys moving around from team to team, some former teammates playing against each other, so a lot of familiarity between these two clubs.
Yeah, I was talking with Hawkins about that, and his shift over to CarShield and joining this squad, and he said it's really it's riding a bike with the different people on your bicycle that you're on with, and you're playing the game of roller. You just keep going and play your own game, especially with the way he plays. Everyone wants to set him up for a shot on the wing.
Yeah. He's only had one shift here in this first period as they killed off that penalty. O'Shaughnessy out there. Westcott has had an excellent tournament as well. So O'Shaughnessy and Westcott got kind of off to a slow start. Mooney trying to give Sigmund the business. Sigmund finally shifts away from him. Now Westcott will slow things down. We're going to take a quick breath, it seems like, with these two teams, as they were really, really fast and furious in the early going.
I'll be curious to see how Westcott measures up here against Pama. He's been dominating the postseason so far. He had 2 goals in each of the previous 2 games. But I would have to say it's because the other teams didn't give him respect. They gave him the floor.
Yeah, he's one of those younger guys that's on the scene. He's hungry. Plays on the power play. Here's someone who's hungry. PJ DiMartino hands it off to Hodge. Hodge just slides one just wide of the net. Corey had a goal in that last semifinal game. Here comes Chavira back the other way. He's had a couple chances here early. That shot goes off the stick of DiMartino up into the asbestos here on the roof at the Rinks of Irvine.
You see it trickling down. It's a good rush up the floor.
Yeah, that is the key to this Golden Knights team. They love to attack with speed. You see Cadiz and No do it. Chavira does it whenever he's out there. I'm going to keep an eye on these line matchups. Seymour out there with Kyle right now. Little pause in the action. We're ready to go.
Had some debris on the floor.
Yeah, I think we're also doing station identification here on the R&R network feed.
What's the station called? K-N-A-R-C-H?
KNAR. Closing in on 5 minutes remaining here in period number 1. Seymour with the puck. Tried to thread it through to the far side. Good defense there by DiMartino. And just a little bit too far there for Hawkins. And now a chance for the Golden Knights if they've got numbers going back the other way, 3-on-2. This is Seymour trying to feed it through, and it goes right to Redmond as he tried to find Kyle on the little threaded pass, and Troy comes out to make the save and holds on.
Well, frankly, CarShield's been bottled up. And they haven't been able to really get anything explosive up the floor.
They're going to need to get some offense going here. Okada's actually out here playing in a forward role with Barry right now. He's usually a defenseman. Here's Sigmund. Oh, and what a poke check there by Conan, who goes down to make a nice play. Savage with it. Long pass up ahead to No. Noah's got Cadiz. No slams on the brakes, trying to get the corner on Kavaya. Now Conan will take it back into his own zone. CarShield shaking things up just a little bit here, trying to get some offense.
Now it's time for CarShield to get something rolling here. To get that puck possession going.
Koenig comes to the bench. Looks like he may have Got a stick tapped up and high on him. So it's Kavaya, Barry, Sigmund, and Okada out there right now. Kavaya up to Sigmund. Sigmund looks up the floor, now turns and looks to start. Here he comes. Tried to feed one right through to Kavaya. Kavaya takes an off-angle shot in towards Clay Taylor. Sigmund overskated it. Barry on the forecheck. Bumps Savage, and now No back the other direction. Here comes the captain, number 9, working to the right side. Makes a little move on Sigmund. Sigmund tried to use the stick. No circling the cage, feeding it in front. Tried to find Cadiz. Good intercept there by Okada.
CarShield needs to change.
Yeah, these guys have been out there for a long time. The offense is looking a little stagnant right now. Hodge out there gloving it down now for CarShield. Corey up to DiMartino. Joey sends it back now to Corey. This is a little bit more of an offensive look out here. Maybe they were trying to line match there a little bit against that No and Cadiz line, because now they got DiMartino, Barry, Westcott, and Hodge.
Barry just stepped off for O'Shaughnessy.
O'Shaughnessy and Westcott have been partnered up often here in these last few games. Now here comes Hodge. Hodge up off the boards to DiMartino, got deflected. Savage takes him into the wall. Nice move there by Westcott. Here he comes. Makes a move, takes a shot, and that one just goes wide. He had Clay Taylor going the other way. O'Shaughnessy trying to chip one back. This is dangerous. This is Chavira. Chavira trying to get past Hodge. There's a save there, and now we're going to get a penalty as the net has become dislodged. I think Hodge is going to be called for a penalty here.
Wow.
That one could have either gone the way of Chavira or Hodge, because Chavira was trying to fend off the stick. It looks like he grabbed the stick of Hodge almost. And right now they never cross the red with the goalie out, so they can kind of take their time here with 1:38 left. There's a shot that goes wide of the net. And they can't keep it in the zone as it goes past Savage all the way down the rink. I actually thought, Andy, with the goalie out, they would kind of wait maybe about a minute left before they brought it over. So if they didn't score, they could kind of start that second period with that man advantage.
Right. Well, here you go. This will be an important part of the game, with the way CarShield's been hemmed in and just not being able to break out offensively in a clean fashion.
And Schwartz sees his first time on the floor, and it's here on the penalty kill. This is Sigmund with a dirty toe drag, and he gave it over to Kyle. To the backside, Cadiz. Right out in front. Puck is right there. They score. Kyle, his second of the hockey game. And Sigmund, an uncharacteristic turnover, putting it on the stick of Cadiz. And Alex Kyle, his second goal of the hockey game, has given the Golden Knights a 2-0 lead, this time on the power play.
I mean, nothing else that needs to be said than what you just saw, just a turnover that's killing CarShield right now. And they need this intermission in a bad way right now to get things reset, regroup, figure it out, get something working up the floor in a better way, because just CarShield's just not playing like themselves right now.
They're definitely going to have to get something going. They've got Hawkins out there here for this last minute or so, and Brandon's got the puck. They'd love to get him up and going. Under a minute to play here in this first period. Kavaya with it behind his own net. Seamer watches Hawkins. Now Sigmund up the wall. Oh, long pass by Kavaya, just missed the mark. I
Good
would have
idea.
sent Sigmund in, yep, for sure. Now here comes Mooney. Mooney's out there with Kyle and Seamer. Mooney back to Robinson. And now they're going to take it back, 20 seconds. Do they wait and try to make one more rush? Kyle's going to come back. Mooney
Pull
waits.
off the hat trick, maybe?
Yeah.
Natural hat trick.
Yeah, definitely angling for player of the game honors here early. Here comes Seamer. Seamer with 6 seconds, 5, and they're just going to eat it. So an exciting first period, but it finds the Golden Knights on top 2-0 on goals both by Alex Kyle. And Andy, what a pickup Alex Kyle's been for the Golden Knights here for this tournament.
Yeah, I feel like he's been a sporadic player for them. I want to say that I saw him last year at the tail end of State Wars, so he's familiar with this club and the guys here. But, man, he is really making it known here tonight.
Well, 2-0 our score here at halftime. We want to take a quick pause and bring everyone's attention to something that we're trying to bring some awareness to. Unfortunately, the Narch and the roller hockey community lost a member this week in a tragic accident. There is a GoFundMe out there to support Lindsay and honoring Rayleigh. She was here as part of the Ben Bullets organization and passed away in a tragic accident, and all of our thoughts and prayers go out to her family. We're thinking about her. There is a GoFundMe out there if you'd like to contribute. The information is there. I know the family and all of the ones thinking about Rayleigh would appreciate your support. And we're going to keep her and her family in our thoughts and prayers. So back to live action here, Andy, and it is the Golden Knights with the puck, and now it becomes more of that chess match. You've got enough goals to win this hockey game. What are they going to do now to maybe keep that possession?
Well, I mean, let's look at it here for both sides, first of all. For CarShield, they got to start aggressively forechecking a little bit harder here. You can't give the Golden Knights too much time and space. Plays like that, exactly like that, where you explode somebody off the wall, you take possession of the puck. If you're Pama, just keep it in the driver's seat, man. Their game has been so good. They're not really allowing anything in their side of the floor during that first half for CarShield to generate anything. As soon as somebody gets close to an attack, it's turned over, or it's clogged up, congestion like that.
Well, I tell you one thing, what CarShield did against the Skittles with the forecheck in the second period of that semifinal game, they're going to need to do here, because that's how they changed the tone of the hockey game. Yep. And if you're Pama, you almost need to stretch two guys in, because when you bring three guys back into your zone, you allow CarShield to clog things up a little bit. That shot by No goes right in on Redmond, who holds on for the whistle. 13:38 left to go. This next goal's got to be the way of CarShield if they're going to have a chance.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Redmond's got to be perfect from here on out. There's no question.
Yep. 2 goals by Alex Coward of the gritty variety, if you will. Barry's back out there. He has the puck. He's got Okada with him. It's a 2-on-1 now with Mooney. Over to Okada. Oh, Clay Taylor with a beautiful save. Rebound there by Barry. And that one goes wide of the net. Sigmund jumped into the play behind the back to Okada. Puck is still loose. Now it ends up on the stick of Robinson, who patiently goes behind the net. Long pass to the near side now to Mooney. Mooney's got Chavira streaking. Chavira going to the net, setting a little screen. Mooney's shot gets deflected into the corner. Slaps it behind the net to Chavira, who takes one, and that goes up off of Redmond and out of play. Oh, Okada almost got CarShield on the board there. That was close, but they couldn't get the job done. Face-off taken by the Golden Knights. Savage has it back in his own zone. Seamer over to Scotty. Goes the far side. That was dangerous as Sigmund was lurking, but Kyle able to come up with it. Now Barry trying to body him off the puck. These two have played against each other in the American Hockey League. Puck was turned over to CarShield, and Sigmund sends it back to Cavalla. We got DiMartino and Westcott out on the floor now, along with Barry. Coach George Brown trying anything to get something going here offensively. Westcott with a shot that just misses the net. Westcott on it in a hurry and sends it all the way back. Hodge ripped one towards the net as Westcott was there. Baumgartner out there for the first time, I believe, for the Golden Knights. He had a couple big goals in that semifinal win.
CarShield's starting to get things in motion here. Back-to-back shifts, they had rushes with scoring chances.
Here's Barry. Barry headed hop off his stick. Now here's a chance the other way, 3-2. It's Kyle. Kyle tried to slide it over to Baumgartner, and it goes back a turnover, and Baumgartner's been the recipient of a couple bad passes in the last few games. Nice move there by Kyle as he got around DiMartino. DiMartino takes it. He's got Westcott sprinting up the far side. Westcott takes a shot. That one gets deflected. He got chopped really hard there by Conant. Here's a chance for DiMartino, and Conant all over the place out there playing defense now. Long pass, tried to find Seamer, and it goes over to Hodge. Quick changes there. Here comes DiMartino. DiMartino's all by himself, though, so he regroups.
Well, kind of wearing his heart on his sleeve there. He's doing anything he can here to make sure that CarShield doesn't get any extra chances, laying his body out, leading by example. And you know what? When all else fails, that's all you can rely on.
Conant, a product of the Pama program, if you will. He used to be on the Platinum team. Then he got the call up to the big league squad, and he's been doing a great job ever since. Here comes Sigmund. Sigmund has got Hawkins and O'Shaughnessy down there. Hawkins was trying to get through Cadiz as those two clutched and grabbed. Now Sigmund. Nathan working through. Faked a little drop pass. He's last man, sends one in. Taylor squared that one up nicely and holds on for a whistle. 10-24. You almost sense a little bit of frustration starting to set in on this CarShield team.
Yeah, but I feel like this has been a better 5 minutes than any other 5 minutes they've had this game. 4 shots, I think, in this sequence here to open up the second period already?
Yeah, I mean, they've had some good pressure. They're going to need some scoring.
But here's the thing, though. Like that shot just now, it was seen all the way, and they weren't getting them going side to side or anything. It was just a very easy stop from far out.
Yeah, Taylor was able to square that one up. Here's Hawkins. Hawkins working through the slot. Now it's Sigmund. All the way back to Cavalla. Cavalla up to O'Shaughnessy. Robinson all over him. Robinson pestering O'Shaughnessy, who's forced to retreat. O'Shaughnessy thought about sending it up ahead to Sigmund. Sigmund being watched by Mooney all the way down the floor. You've got to create some matchups here. O'Shaughnessy waiting. Now Robinson forces him to go from behind the net, and it's taken there by Hawkins. Here comes the Hawk up the floor, working down the left side, gets a little screen. Hawkins takes a shot, and Taylor had to make a nice save there. Sigmund can't track down the rebound, and here comes Chavera. Chavera over to Savage. Savage steps into a shot that goes wide of Redmond. Puck comes all the way around the boards. Mooney up on it now. Now Kyle with it. Kyle controlling. Fakes as if he's going back, now turns up. He's got Seamer on the backside. There's a shot that deflects. Seamer tried to send it in front, and it's taken by Okada. Here comes Nick. Nick slams on the brakes, sends it back into Joey DiMartino now. DiMartino trying to escape. Seamer gives him a ride into the wall. Joey trying to turn the corner. Seamer all over him right now. Seamer still tracking him. Seamer, he's about as annoying as a low battery smoke detector in an inner city dwelling.
How long you have that one in your pocket?
Here comes Seamer back the other direction with it. Seamer with a shot, and that one goes wide of the net.
Give you a tip of the cap. That's a good one, though.
Here comes Barry. Barry with the puck. Tries to go across to Hodge. He was trying to get it back to Sigmund on the backside. Okada, long shot. He had traffic in front. Barry couldn't get a stick on it. Now Okada back up top to Hodge. Hodge, far side. Taylor with the save. Rebound right there, and they can't find it. Now it's almost a 2-on-1, but Seamer loses it. He's tired, though. He didn't want to take that rush. Wisely heads off for a change.
Well, I really like how
Sigmund.
things have opened up here. And that was a good no call.
Yeah, Hodge was looking for a penalty there, didn't get it. And now No comes back the other direction. No makes a nifty move and finally runs out of real estate. Up ahead now to Westcott. Westcott's got a step, makes a move to the backhand shot. Oh, right there, Clay Taylor with another huge save. Here comes Cadiz. Cadiz leaves it off. Savage scores! Scotty Savage with a missile into the back of the net on the beautiful pass from Cadiz. And it's now 3-0 Golden Knights.
Well, you were wondering when someone was going to break here back and forth. When it was like two heavyweights exchanging haymakers left and right. And the Golden Knights come up with one, just a bullet of a shot, barring in. Savage was blazing up the floor too. So not only does he have a good shot, but he had the wind on his back in order to enable an even harder shot. And the precise accuracy gives Pama that 3-0 lead.
Wow, this is an incredible turn of events here. Chances at one side for CarShield, and then a lightning strike there by Savage. And that was one of the best goals that we've seen in the tournament. That thing was a direct laser into the back of the net to make it 3-0. And CarShield is really going to need to press now. Wise decision by Coach George Brown to take the timeout, and they are reeling at this point. They've faced some adversity in this tournament, including a loss during the round robin, but they have never faced a 3-goal deficit. And they face one right here, right now.
And this game sped by, too. And obviously, here in this second, it really livened up. I really enjoyed the back and forth. And you and I both know, though, that that is going to stop immediately if Pama gets that puck. There's no need for them to force anything. They have a 3-goal lead. CarShield's going to be so aggressive, and they're going to return to that game that you and I saw when they played Skittles to enable them to get out of their game. But I feel like we haven't even seen CarShield.
No, not the CarShield that we've become accustomed to throughout this tournament, that's for sure. They look a little bit out of sorts, and you got to give credit to Pama for doing so.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely one. Yeah, Mooney got a hack after letting go of the pass and then put a stick right in between the shoulder blades of O'Shaughnessy.
Yeah, I tell you what, when I said that there's no love lost between these two teams, I meant it. And this will be the first power play of the hockey game for CarShield, actually, so let's see if they're able to take advantage of this situation.
I'll take Hawkins top the circle for 500, Alec.
Yeah, well, if there is a time and place, it's right now for Brandon Hawkins to get on the board, Matt Berry included. Heavy offensive look out there.
There you go. Oh.
I don't think Westcott got all of that, but Clay Taylor with an outstanding save there. Here's Hawkins. Hawkins over to Sigmund. Westcott sitting on the backside. There's a shot, and I think that just caught a piece of the post there by Hawkins. Gosh, you want to think it's only a matter of time before number 16's on the score sheet. There's a feed right in front. Westcott right there. Can he get it home? He can't. Clay Taylor again with a huge save.
Boy, Taylor's been incredible. Westcott is so good around the paint. He's been able to score some goals here, making moves in a phone booth during this tournament. And right there on the doorstep, because of the way he's got his long reach, it helps him so much around goaltenders, and he gets them out of sorts. But you just can't here tonight right now.
Well, here's Hawkins over to Sigmund. 35 seconds left here in the man advantage. Hawkins down low. Westcott tried to go backdoor to Barry. And a slash there by Seamer breaks the stick of Barry. And here's a chance for John John. John John up ahead of the play. Pass was a little too long. Redmond with the save. That would have been huge if they got the call there to give him a two-man advantage. And now Seamer keeps it away from Westcott. Now he's working 1-on-2 down there. John John, he's going to really melt away the rest of this power play time as Sigmund can't get it free. Look at the effort there by John John.
Unbelievable.
Finally, Hawkins away with it. Both teams back to full strength. Mooney back out onto the floor. Hawkins with the puck. Hawkins steps into one, and that goes off of Baumgartner there. 5 minutes left to go. Here comes No. He's got a 2-on-1 with Baumgartner. Baumgartner walking in over to No. Shot scores! Travis No on a beautiful feed from Baumgartner. And it's 4-0 now, Labeda.
Well, things just opened up way too aggressively for CarShield. And let's go back. John John, unbelievable effort. I mean, none of this would have happened. He just laid it all out, and that's how the Golden Knights have been playing this game. You go back to Continent earlier where he laid out to make that one shot block. Things like that are building momentum for the Golden Knights. John John put it all on the floor there, right in front of that Narch logo. And as soon as they got back even, it was lights out back the floor.
Unbelievable here. The Pama Labeda Golden Knights have been on a mission to avenge last year's game, and they are doing it right now. Up 4-0 in this one. There's a long shot that goes up off the netting. I want to give a shout out to the staff at State Wars. Tim McManus let me know that everyone is watching intently this hockey game there. We appreciate the support, and good luck with your guys' event coming up here next week. See these teams traveling there to State Wars.
CarShield took tours, right?
Yes, they did. So they were trying to get the trifecta, and the Golden Knights are having something to say about that. There's a pass up ahead, almost a high stick there. Conant up ahead of the pack. Conant gets taken down, goes right into Redmond. Puck is loose, and we're back the other direction. Here's Hodge with it. Hodge over now to DiMartino. DiMartino long shot, and it's gloved there. You know, Shaughnessy and Mooney are having words with one another. Spirited discussion between those two.
Gotta like Mooney's composure there, though.
Yeah, definitely don't want to take a stupid penalty. I tell you one thing. Tell you who I've not seen a lot of in this hockey game is P.J. DiMartino.
Yeah.
I mean, we've just seen extended time here by Sigmund, and the decision has been made. Redmond is off the floor and on the bench with 3:55 left to go. A 5-on-4 situation with the extra attacker. Sigmund goes down low to DiMartino. It just takes one to get them going. Can they break the seal, if you will? They've got Barry kind of cruising through the slot right there. They're set up in that 1-3-1 now, a little more traditional ice hockey look. DiMartino, I like what they're doing here, kind of putting Barry in that shooter spot. Trying to go down low to Westcott. Now they're going to kind of shift things around personnel-wise. They swing it this side now to Hawkins. Hawkins back up top to DiMartino. Down low, it's not a 1T though for Sigmund. Back to DiMartino, takes a shot. That one flutters wide of the net. There's a pass in front to Barry. Barry tried to get it to the backside to Westcott. Westcott puts it down, and they're going to call for a hand pass there.
You know, one thing I don't like about this is Hawkins being on his off wing. I'd prefer to see him over on that left wing with the right-handed shot that he has, that way he can get the one-timer off. For him to unload a puck on the right wing, he'd have to go across his body to make that shot.
Yeah, you saw that over there with Sigmund as well. The lefty was positioned on the left side, and he couldn't get that one-timer off. So they've got to put Redmond back in goal right now with 3:04 left to go. There's a puck that goes behind the net and taken back over by Sigmund. Oh, Sigmund, a little miscommunication with Hawkins. But sweeping back to pick it up there is Barry. They're trying to get the extra attacker out there, and Chavira giving chase. Now he's going to retreat. They're going to need to muscle up and eat a little alfalfa here to try to get on the board. Here's Barry, long shot. Save again by Taylor. Hawkins has it. Hawkins down low to Westcott. Trying to go backside, and oh, what a stick there by Chavira. Comes back up top now to Sigmund. Sigmund circling. Near side now to Barry. To the far side, Sigmund over DiMartino. Tried to go rink wide over to Hawkins, and it gets deflected out of play. 2 minutes exactly left on the clock. And the Golden Knights starting to feel it here with a 4-0 lead at the 2025 Narch Finals.
Yeah, this would have to be a colossal collapse right now for Pama. Especially the way the goaltending's been here for Clay. I don't see it happening. He has been locked in. You know, you talk about Kyle getting 2 goals, the effort for some of these guys blocking shots, the Moonies keeping their good composure here towards the end.
Well, there's PJ DiMartino out there right now. Both DiMartinos along with Barry, Hawkins, Westcott. Shot gets eaten up in front. Pass up the boards, no intercepts. Noah's just going to chip it up the wall. DiMartino gets enough of him. PJ with the puck. 1:37 left to go. Now it's down to Hawkins. Hawkins shooting. That one gets blocked as well. Puck comes to Seamer. Can they get the empty netter? They do! John puts the nail in the coffin. It's now 5-0. Golden Knights on the empty net goal by John Seamer, number 37, lighting the lamp. And it's 5-0 Pama Labeda Golden Knights.
Boy, just the stunned CarShield team, fan base. This arena seeing the hometown Pama right in their backyard here finally take some vengeance against CarShield.
Yeah, well, yours truly picked. Well, there's Robinson on O'Shaughnessy. And O'Shaughnessy really taking out some frustration. He's got Robinson in a headlock, takes his helmet off. The thing about it is these two teams are destined to see each other down the road as well. So that bad blood will carry over.
Well, you mentioned State Wars. Best 2 of 3. Let's see who can get it there.
So I tell you what, you know, you live to fight another day if you're CarShield. This one just wasn't your go. And I got to say, as good as this CarShield team is, and you look at them on paper, they've got as talented a roster as anyone. I'm not going to say they've been well-oiled this tournament. They've looked a little out of sorts, a little discombobulated. You got some new faces in new places. The thing about it is you'd have to assume there's going to be some roster kind of changes coming up at State Wars as well, because I'm assuming the DiMartinos, PJ, will be back with Black Ice if they're able to make it. So now it's going to be a power play for the Golden Knights as Hodge goes in. So O'Shaughnessy is going to get the extra after the coincidentals. So Cadiz takes control of the puck. Power play here. Just a matter of time here in this situation. And I think Savage is going to bring it back.
We also got to throw into question who's going to be playing that didn't make it out here to California at State Wars too.
Now, you think about Adam Ernie and some other names. But again, this was a loaded CarShield team. They had all the talent in the world to take home a championship here in this one.
The celebration beginning here on the Pama bench.
Yep, and after a year off, they won it a couple years ago, and after a year off, they're going to be celebrating once again. They're going to make it rain here on the Corey rink momentarily. The taps are going to be flowing, and the vibes are going to be good here in Southern California.
Well, get the Huckleberry flowing.
Yep, they will. Okada has it with 18 seconds left. Sends it all the way back down to Sigmund. Sigmund up to Okada. He just tries to half-heartedly deflect it. And the man with the puck fittingly is Alex Cowell. And even more fittingly, it ends up on the stick of Clay Taylor. Clay Taylor is going to get a shutout in the Narch Pro Championship. A 5-0 victory for the Pama Labeda Golden Knights over CarShield. The Golden Knights, your 2025 Narch Pro champions.
Let's have a round of applause for the silver medalist, CarShield.
Boy, what a scene. What a game. I mean, you could kind of tell it after about 3-4 minutes that it wasn't going to go CarShield's way. They just were not formulating what they needed to. And the score dictated that. And it's all because of Pama. I think Pama they regulated the whole game.
Well, we talked about how big that first goal would be, and Alex Kyle got his team off to a great start with a big goal there, and then followed it up with his second goal, and then you mix in the play of a Clay Taylor who just was steadfast in between the goal. I got to tell you, I can't remember another time when there's been a shutout in a Narch Pro Championship game, if there ever has been one. So, I mean, it's a quandary here. I'll go to you, Andy, with the question of the night. Who gets player of the game? Is it a Clay Taylor or is it an Alex Kyle?
You know, I got to go Clay Taylor because even something early when CarShield was still somewhat vibing could have really changed the entire pace of this game. You know, if CarShield gets a 1-0 lead, way different hockey game. And even on something that could have been a little squeaker, an unsure goal, but he was locked in even before his wheels hit the floor here. Got to give it to Clay Taylor.
Well, that doesn't take anything away from the effort of Alex Kyle.
No.
Number 71, Aaron Schwartz.
Well, they're going to take home that cup that's posted up over on the trolley over there as they hand out the medals to CarShield. And I tell you what, hope that cup is ready to rock and roll because there is going to be some cold ones poured into that tonight. And the celebration will be live and loudly. It's one thing when the Golden Knights win a Narch Pro Championship. It's even more sweet for them when they do it in their own stomping grounds here in Southern California.
Well, I'm sure that was something that upset them last year, too. When they came in, they had the OT. And that was, you know, I think you and I talked about this off air. That was one of the best roller hockey games that we've seen. Last year, we were treated to a lot of good roller hockey games. I mean, even at that collegiate level with GCU and Lindenwood. And then you bring it here to Narch, and you got another really good one between Pama and CarShield. They took it to overtime, and I don't think there was any more nails to bite when Matt Berry scored that overtime winner because there was just saves, there was physicality. And it was a heartbreaker for Pama. And then, you know, you turn the page here, and that was a massive storyline coming into this one. How are they going to respond? And then, here we go. It's CarShield Pama again. Is it going to happen again? Well, Pama put an end to that conversation.
Yeah, they sure did. And let's be honest, they didn't get off to the best start either with a tie in their first game of round robin against that Maven team.
Yeah.
That really opened a lot of eyes here in this tournament. I think they're going to be somebody on the horizon coming up. But this Pama Labeda Golden Knights team, you know, just about a couple tweaks. They pick up Robinson. Conant starts to have a bigger role. And then Alex Kyle, who just joins the squad and is able to kind of get things going. But I tell you one thing, the Golden Knights team gets contributions from everyone. They really shortened the bench on CarShield today. I'm surprised with some of the guys that you didn't see out there a lot. And I'm talking about a PJ DiMartino, for example. Seemed like Hodge was out there in spurts, but, you know, he's usually out there on a regular shift, and he can add to the offense. Nathan Sigmund, I don't think he maybe came off the floor maybe for about 3 minutes the entire hockey game.
Yeah, he was used.
They really utilized Siggy here in this one.
Number 79, Junior
But they were searching. Coach George Brown was trying to find some chemistry there and trying to figure out, what was going to work. And they just couldn't solve the riddle of Clay Taylor and the Golden Knights.
Well, again, much like we talked about with the women's, we'll have some extra interviews here that I'll conduct. I'll go down with Lionel, who's down there shooting around, and we'll have some interviews posted on Narch Player social media coming up. So I will bid you adieu here, and I'll head down and get some interviews.
Sounds good. Thank you. Andy Zilch joining me as the color commentary here for this one. I'd like to thank all of the people that have watched at home during this Narch Pro tournament. There have been a lot of great comments, a lot of back and forth with all of you watching it back home.
Number 17, Tyler Gonzalez.
Makes our job here a lot easier when we know that you guys are paying attention and listening to a couple of windbags here on the Narch Pro stream. But it's been fun as always. Special time of year, getting to come out here and broadcast this event. And as always, like to thank Darren Goodwin for the opportunity for allowing me to come out here and bring all this action to you. I cherish it every year, and it never disappoints. So good luck to all these teams at the other tournaments throughout the course of the year. I'll take a pause here and sign off as we allow the continuation of the award ceremony. Again, your final score, the Pama Labeda Golden Knights 5, CarShield 0. The Golden Knights are 2025 Narch Pro champions. Everyone, thanks for watching and listening throughout this tournament. Jeremy Ellis saying goodbye and good luck to everyone the rest of the summer.
The top goaltender award is based on the save percentage, posting an 881 save percentage from the Pama Labeda Golden Knights, Clay Taylor. Congratulations to the individual award winners, Brandon and Clay. All right, I'd now like to invite the Golden Knights up to the center of the floor to collect their Narch Cup. They are the 2025